I woke up during surgery. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Legit J, back at it again with another video. I know this video is like so overdue, y'all, but due to unexpected circumstances, this video was prolonged, which I will get into. I will get into the details of these unexpected circumstances in the video. But in today's video, I'm going to be sharing my experience in the Dominican Republic with my overnight nurse, with my recovery house, and my doctor, along with doing a little body reveal. Y'all can see the boobies right now. The girls are sitting up, baby. But I will continue to show the entire body later on in the video after I finish sharing my experiences. So if you want to see the body, you gotta continue watching to the end of the video so you can see what your girl is looking like as of now. But before we continue, make sure you like and comment on the video, and make sure you subscribe, because if you don't, girl, what is you doing? Don't forget to turn those post notifications on so you can be notified each time that I post. And your girl got this new body, so she gonna be up here more often. You feel me? I'm over here feeling myself. I'm going to be coming through with the fashion, with the everything, with a sprinkle of everything. Make sure you also follow all of my socials. They're always linked down in the description. Everything is always in my description. So if you have any questions about my recovery house, the doctor that I had, nurse, everything is going to be down in the description. But before I talk way too much, we're going to slide right into the video. Girl is finally 1 month post-op. I had my surgery last month, October 1st. Experienced some really unexpected circumstances. When I came back from the Dominican Republic, I had an infection and it got really bad. It traveled to other areas and I became hospitalized. I did go into detail while I was in the hospital. I recorded some footage of myself, so I'm gonna get more in depth to that in those videos. I'm actually going to show you guys those clips now, just so you can know what happened to your girl. So look at me back again, looking at how this mess on camera. But I don't have my camera, so I'm using my phone. But y'all, look at mess, I look dead. But so today it is night 4 that I am in a hospital. I haven't been able to update you guys because like I've been healing. I had to go through another freaking surgery. Last time I spoke with y'all, I told y'all about the cellulitis that was inside of my leg, and it got worse. I now have cellulitis on my left hip. They are not sure where it came from. Like, they didn't know where it came from last time, but I will put some pictures somewhere in here. First day, it was like really red and sore on my hip. I contacted my doctor and she told me to basically like just continue taking antibiotics if the antibiotics work. Then it started getting way more red and I started getting a little nervous. So I'm like, I want to call my doctor in the morning because I was at work. When I woke up the next morning, I noticed a lump formed on my left fucking hip, y'all. Yes, a lump. Once I saw the lump, I was like, you know what? Nah, bitch. I gotta go to the doctor. So I contacted my doctor and I told them like it's a really bad emergency. So I had to book them and they booked me, like squeezed me into the appointment. And it was an abscess. It had a lot of pus in it and it was indeed infected. So my primary doctor basically poked a little hole in it just so it can drain. And guys, when I tell y'all it was hella pus, it was hella motherfucking pus. Oh y'all, look, my lashes growing back. She directed me to a general surgeon and I had to wait until Monday because I went on a Friday and that was the next time they were going to be available. So I waited like 3 fucking days just there in pain with a lump. And when I tell you guys, that pain was ridiculous. Like I couldn't even go to sleep. Nights I was crying. Like ibuprofen wasn't working, Tylenol wasn't working. I was going through it. I got to the general surgeon and my doctor recommended me to. He was like, yeah, I'm not going to touch that because I'm not a plastic surgeon and I don't want to fuck up your results, or I don't want to just cut anything open because I've never been like involved with a procedure like this. So I think it's the lighting that's making me look dead. Ew. This is basically like, it's a good plastic surgeon at the hospital that I'm affiliated with. I'm going to call him, tell him that you're coming over, just go to the emergency room. Went to the emergency room and then I got in contact with the plastic surgeon's nurse practitioner, and she basically came down to me and talked to me, and she gave me a CAT scan and told me that it was indeed really infected, and that it basically happens when too much fat is placed into one area and it forms bacteria which causes infection. Luckily, she told me that it wasn't much infected in the area in which the infection was, but all of the fat that was injected there was infected, so it has to be taken out. So I went into surgery the next day and they drained my abscess, and my results actually are not affected really bad. Like, I do see a difference which can be fixed, but I do see a difference. I'm kind of scared to go back, no joke, but it can be fixed. It's nothing too horrible, and I can honestly just live with it. It's nothing too noticeable, at least not now, and my fat isn't settled anyway, so hopefully everything will just like go with the flow, or just like it'll work out, you know. I'm just glad that it wasn't anything too bad or like risky for my life. Like, I'm just so blessed to be able to be here and tell my fucking story. But y'all, when I tell y'all, my fucking surgeon DISLA, I contacted her and told her about it. This bitch gonna tell me, go to your doctor. So I went to my doctor because, like, what else can you do? What else can I do? I'm not about to come back to DR. I told her that I had an infection and she didn't get back to me. So I just feel like it's just mad fucked up because I spent my money with you and literally just left from you. Like, the most you could do is be a little supportive. Like, bedside manner just wasn't there, you know. It was just fucked up, and I would not recommend anybody to her. On top of that, I did get a burn. Remember when I told you guys that I got a forehead burn? Bitch, when I was talking to the plastic surgeon, he tells me, like, these surgeries, like, I'm a plastic surgeon. He told me that was a lipo burn, and I was burned by the lipo stick from very aggressive lipo. And DISLA tried to convince me that it was a forehead burn, which is why I thought that it was a forehead burn. No. On top of that, you lied to me about being a forehead burn. It's a freaking lipo burn, and you're a plastic surgeon. You knew. It became necrotic, which means that it created dead cells and dead tissues on the scar, and the plastic surgeon here actually removed that for me when he was looking at the infection. He also took a look at the burn just to make sure everything was good, you know, and he removed the necrosis for me. I definitely would not fucking recommend DISLA because, like, that's mad fucked up. Like, that's so fucked up. Like, you took my money, did my surgery, fucked me up, honestly, gave me an infection, and you fucking burned me, and you didn't even have any sympathy for me. You didn't contact me back or nothing, you know. Just wasn't no support. Didn't even check on me. Hey, how everything going, you know. But I mean, I did hear about stuff like this, but sometimes you just think you're very positive. You're like, this is not gonna happen to me, but I'm alive, I'm good, everything's fixed, so what can you do? I'm glad to be able to tell people about my experience so they can know that, bitch, this can happen to you, you know? I feel like it's different when someone's in the comments telling you, hey, this shit happened to my friend or such and such, but when someone's an actual patient sitting in the fucking hospital bed who just had surgery 4 weeks ago telling you, like, bitch, this bitch is burned me, it's a little different. It wouldn't be me if I didn't update y'all, so... Yeah, guys, so that is what happened to me. I am very disappointed because when you go through surgery, you hear about complications that other women go through, but you try to keep a positive mindset and don't think that it will happen to you. You don't expect it to happen to you. So I was really like disappointed that this happened to me, and I also was very disappointed from the communication that I didn't receive from DISLA. And like, your girl was really upset. Like, I just felt like at that point she just used you for your money. I just feel like have some kind of hospitality, you know, but it's whatever. You can't change anyone. I just stuck it out per usual. I'm here now, I'm good now, and I'm glad that I'm able to be able to share this information with you guys. I feel like it's always different when you hear somebody just say, don't go to her, don't do this, don't do that because she did this to me. But when you actually see it firsthand, you take it more into consideration and you're just like, whoa. So I mean, I'm not here to bash DISLA. Whatever happened to me is not a guarantee that it will happen to you, but a lot of girls that went during the time that I did experience these exact things. I'm just here to give you guys my experience, share my experience. I'm not bashing anyone. I'm just here to let you guys know, because that's what I make these videos for, to share my experiences, so you guys can get an inside scoop of what the hell is happening when you travel out of the country to get surgery, or when you get surgery, period, you know, because it's kind of similar. I would not recommend my doctor to literally anyone, because I feel like you go through these complications, you want your surgeon to be there, at least check on you, you know, tell you the right things to do. I don't know, you just expect them to be there, unlike DISLA was. So I was really like I was very disappointed. I personally would never ever travel to the Dominican Republic to get surgery again. I will most definitely stick in the States. Still kind of on the fence with traveling to Colombia, but I definitely would stay in the United States, because the United States has more guidelines, we're more familiar with it, and if anything happens, you're just right there, you know, you're still in the United States. Medicine in DR is just totally different. The language barrier is a complete bust. I feel like they tend more to the people who speak Spanish. We are American, we don't really know what's going on, we don't know what these people are saying. At least bring a Spanish speaker with you, or get a translator if you can. Next, we are going to talk about my recovery house. Girl, when I first walked into that recovery house, y'all saw the video, I was so soup. They waited on me hand and foot, they fed me really good, and I was just in love. I was just in love with everything. But I feel like things are a bit different when you're pre-op. When you're pre-op, you don't have to really wait or depend on anything from anyone, and the fact that you can still do what you want to do and someone's actually helping you and doing shit for you is just like, like, you're real happy, you're real excited. It's just something different, you know, because you're used to just doing everything by yourself. So it was a bit cool when I first arrived. When I had surgery is when it fucking hit me, y'all. That's when it hit me. After you have surgery, especially in the first couple days, you're really incapable of doing certain things by yourself, like getting up to go to the bathroom out of the bed. And most of the time you want to stay in the bed. You don't really want to walk around either your first couple of days. You just bust your little walks that you have to, because you're really uncomfortable. I'm going to talk about food. The food overall wasn't the best, but the first couple of days it was okay. It was good, because like after a while they just started giving you the same shit. Like after a while you get tired of eating chicken and rice, or just eating tacos, eating the same thing. I feel like every 3 days we were eating the same exact thing, and it was just I wasn't feeling it. And when I order Uber, half of the time I wasn't even getting my food. If you see my pre-op video, you can see that I ordered Uber Eats, and the streets are really freaking weird in the Dominican Republic, so the Uber driver could not find the recovery house for nothing, so my orders always got canceled. It was just a mess. It was a motherfucking mess, y'all. I was just, and especially when you're hungry and your food doesn't come and you can't eat, it pisses you off. Especially me, when I'm hungry, girl, my attitude is at a 10, and I was just livid. I was pissed off, and a girl had to be up all night to do homework, quizzes, tests, all that, so I was up just starving. So that was annoying. Maybe 2 nights before I went home, I was just going down in the kitchen, making myself some food, cutting myself up some fruit, because it was just, oh, I could not deal with it, y'all. And then the staff, the recovery house staff was very understaffed. So where it's like 12 girls, 12 13 girls at least, 12 13 girls at least, it's 2 nurses, you're feeding 13 girls, there's only 2 of you. Girls are going to be waiting, you know, especially when you possibly got to help girls get up to feed them. You gotta get girls certain things. Say you bring me my food and you forgot my water, now you gotta go upstairs get my water, bring it to me. So it was a bit of a hassle because they were understaffed. The nice staff, guys, the nurses were overall really sweet, but like I said, they were really understaffed, so that kind of messed with your experience a bit. The night staff probably wasn't my favorite, depending on who works, because of course there's always going to be a worker that you're not really feeling, and there's a nurse that you're going to really love. Most of the time there were the same nurses who worked during the night, and see, your first couple of days, like I said, you're really comfortable. And at the Royalty Suites they have nurse bells, so if you need a nurse, you ring the bell and it come up to you. The night staff, girl, I remember there was one night I think I was about 3 days post-op, so I wasn't able to get out of the bed by myself comfortably. Like, it would take me a really long time to get out of bed by myself, and if I'm getting out of bed by myself, it's very, very, very uncomfortable. I mean, and it hurts. Like, I'm not even going to gel off you, it hurts. I was ringing that bell forever, just ringing it, ring. Nobody ever came upstairs, and one of the girls told me that the nurses asleep, they human too. Girl, that don't mean nothing. They are night nurses. They're supposed to be working at night. They're not there. They're not getting paid to be asleep. And say if I fell out of my bed or something, I just had surgery, something could have really happened to me, and because you guys weren't tending to me or doing your job, y'all could have been liable for something that happened to me, you know? So that bothered me a lot as well. When you think of a nurse, you think of a highly experienced nurse. I just don't think that they were experienced at all. There were nights where they're just like, where's your clipboard? Where's your medicine? And I'm just like, girl, you're the nurse. Like, I don't know, that's what you have. I don't carry that stuff with me. That's something you should know. I feel like certain things, the small things, really play a part in your overall experience, and that's just certain things that they will have to work on. Personally, I would never do a recovery house ever, because just the thought of having to deal with other girls in pain, having to wait for your nurse to tend to other people, that just didn't sit right with me. Like, if I'm having surgery ever again out of the country or even in the country, I will get an Airbnb and I will get my own personalized nurse, because if I need something, I'm the only person they have to worry about. So they could just come to me, help me out. I don't gotta wait. I don't gotta keep ringing the bell. And if you get an Airbnb, you can buy your own groceries, and you don't have to deal with other girls in pain. That's another thing. You don't have to hear other girls screaming or crying when they're getting their massages or when they just came home for surgery. It's just less of a hassle. So personally, I highly recommend getting an Airbnb instead of a recovery house. Now, y'all, I feel like my best experience ever was when I was with my overnight nurse. Your overnight nurse is just the nurse who stays with you at the surgery facility. After you have surgery, you stay there for 24 hours after your surgery, just so they can monitor you, make sure you're good. And I had the best overnight nurse ever. Her name is Nurse Sophia. I'm going to link her Instagram down below. If you ever go to Dominican Republic and you needed an overnight nurse, you can definitely check her out. She massaged my feet when they were really, really numb after anesthesia was wearing off. She fed me my soup once I was able to eat my food, and she talked to me even though I was like discharged pretty late and she had to go to another client. She sat there and she didn't rush me. She didn't feel like she was in a rush or anything. She was just the best, y'all. Her energy is really, really amazing, and she's super, 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 super sweet. I will definitely mention her down below in the description. And Nurse Sophia, if you're watching this, hey girl, I love you so much. You took so much care of me. She actually subscribed to me on my YouTube channel. I was recording while I was in there, and she was like, oh, you have YouTube, let me subscribe. And she subscribed to me. And she also speaks Creole, English, and French, and Spanish as well. So if you speak any of those languages, if you're comfortable speaking with those languages, instead of speaking instead of speaking English, you want to speak French, or instead of speaking English, you want to speak Spanish, you can go to her. She's very versatile, and she's the sweetest thing ever, y'all. Overall, my experience with the surgery, I wouldn't say that the recovery is painful. I more so say it's discomfort. Like, your first couple of days, you're not in like pain, like even after you wake up from surgery, you're not in pain. You do wake up freezing. You wake up fucking freezing cold, y'all. And let me fucking tell y'all this. I'm sorry, but I'm a little retarded. When I have one thought in my head, I gotta say it. Y'all, first of all, I woke up during surgery. But they was like, go back to sleep, mommy. I wonder if I'm going back to sleep or whatever. Go, y'all. And I guess like when they were transporting me from recovery after I was finished with my surgery, you hear them those threats, and they pick your body up and they throw you into the next bed. It happened like 3 times, y'all, no joke. Like, they literally pick your body up and they throw it like you're fucking dead. Like, it's not funny. It just was like, and I couldn't feel like the bottom, like my waist down. I didn't feel anything. I just felt my upper body just moving. Boom, those threats. Boom, those threats. Boom, your body just gets slammed everywhere. Overall experience with the surgery, I'm not in pain. It's not like my leg. It's just like discomfort. You feel like you just did a major workout. And with my breasts, honestly, I didn't feel anything. My breasts is what I was most scared for because I was getting cut open. I'm just like, it's gonna be the most painful. But it literally was the least painful. I feel like the most pain that I experienced was sitting on my butt after surgery. It's very, very, very just uncomfortable. And because that's an area that just had surgery on it, you're putting pressure on it, it's very uncomfortable, and it does hurt when you're sitting for a while. And even after you sleep and you're sitting down, like you're laying down on your butt for so long, you have to get up through the night because it's just so uncomfortable. Your butt gets numb. Like, it's ridiculous, y'all. But the surgery wasn't that bad at all, besides the discomfort, which I expected. I honestly expected pain, but I would probably rate the pain about a 5.5 out of 10. Like, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. Like, you can definitely handle it if you, but I have a really high pain tolerance, so it was a 5.5 for me. Some other girls may say that it was excruciating pain, but I personally don't think so. But I think that's pretty much, I pretty much covered everything. So we're gonna get into the most exciting part, the body review. Okay guys, so this is the body. This is she. This right here is the side that I had the surgery on, where the fat was infected. You can see the little dent here. It's nothing too bad, like I said before. Like, it's nothing horrible, and it doesn't have a big difference compared to what I looked like before the surgery. Let me show you guys the waist. My waist is way smaller than what it is, but I have my ab boards, my side boards, and my back boards in, so it doesn't look as small as it is. But my waist right now is a 27.5. Coming out of surgery, it was a 30, so I went down 3.5 inches. No, it's a 26.5. Sorry, I went down 3.5 inches since surgery, guys. And the faja does have a bit of a butt lifter, so it is enhancing my butt a little bit. But I love my results, guys. No joke. Let me show you guys the back. This is the back. When I got my surgery, I asked DISLA for round hips that match my thigh. I was not trying to get up that table looking like an ant, y'all. So, I mean, I love it. I love everything. The faja that I'm in, I bought it from Alexander Faja. In Dominican Republic, you can get transported literally everywhere. They have cars just like they do in America. I know some people don't think that, you know. Just in case there was an idiot out there that think that, you know. Before surgery, my hips were a size 44.5 inches. After surgery, currently they are 43. So I went down 1.5 inches because they had to remove some of the fat in this hip. I did forget to mention that this hip was actually the one way bigger than this hip. So once they took it down, it kind of evened out a little bit. I just don't want this little dent right here. But once it heals, we'll see how everything looks. I'll give you guys an update later on, just so you guys can see how everything is looking. But overall, I love my results. I'm sorry for the delay, but your girl had to focus on her health. You feel me? Your health is wealth and health is everything. So I had to do what I had to do for my health. This right here is the end of the video. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and comment on the video and subscribe. If you have any questions about anything, don't hesitate to drop them down. Thank you guys for all the love and support. See you guys in the next video. Bye.